All right, these are going to be my NFL award predictions for the 2025 NFL season. Let's get started. Starting with our defensive rookie of the year. My top 5 candidates that I have here are going to be Abdul Carter for the Giants, Mike Green for the Ravens, Jalen Walker for the Falcons, Travis Hunter for the Jaguars, and Jahad Campbell for the Eagles. I think these are all obviously good options. A guy like Travis Hunter is kind of still yet to be determined how much he's going to play on the defensive side. A lot of these guys, it's going to be, still to be determined of how big of a role they're going to have in their defense. But a very obvious pick for me is going to be Abdul Carter here for the Giants. He was the top pick defensive guy if you don't count Travis Hunter because he's a two-way type of guy. He was the number 3 overall pick. The Giants don't have a whole lot going for them. He's going to be opposite Kayvon Thibodeaux. So I think he is going to have an amazing, amazing season. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have guys like Ashton Jeanty, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter again, Luther Burden, and then Travion Henderson. This one is a little bit more up in the air, but I feel like this one's also a pretty popular pick here. I'm going to go with Ashton Jeanty. Raiders, I think, aren't going to be the best team, but I think their offense should be decent and certainly fun to watch, and Ashton Jeanty is going to be a very big part of that offense. Sorry. Moving on to our comeback player of the year. This one's all very, very hard to predict because it's you're basically predicting, oh, this guy was injured last year, he's going to be good this year, right? That's essentially what you're predicting, but also it could be a guy that just didn't really play good and now just plays amazing. A guy like Daniel Jones would be a good fit for that last definition, right? A guy that just didn't really play and wasn't good, and now he turns out to be a starter and actually is good this year. He could be there. We got injured guys like J.J. McCarthy, Christian McCaffrey, Dak Prescott, and Aiden Hutchinson as well. I'm really, really torn on this one. It's very hard to pick. I'm going to go with Christian McCaffrey. I think he's going to be really, really, really good here for the San Francisco 49ers and be a very big part of their success that they have this season. Not that all these other guys won't be successful, except that I don't think Daniel Jones will be very successful, but I think Christian McCaffrey will win this award. Moving on to our Coach of the Year, we have a lot of options here. A lot of new coaches like Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel, and Liam Cohen. Those are some very, very good options. I think all 3 of those teams will be much improved from where they were a season ago. But then you also have some very good staples like Dan Campbell and Andy Reid, who obviously were the top 2 teams with the highest records last season, so they got to be at least mentioned here. But I think I'm going to make my pick of Mike Vrabel. If you have not watched my record prediction video, I'm not going to spoil that, but I think the Patriots are going to do pretty well. Mike Vrabel is going to be a very, very big part of that, and he's going to win Coach of the Year, in my opinion. Defensive Player of the Year, we have Micah Parsons, Aiden Hutchinson, Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and Pat Surtain. Pat Surtain won the award a season ago. I think we have a lot of good things going on here for all of these. And if I had to make my prediction, I'm going to go with Micah Parsons for the Green Bay Packers. Got traded there, obviously, from Dallas not too long ago. I think he's going to be an amazing, amazing player. And just him being in a new team, I think it's going to help get him more publicity, right, and make his presence more felt there. Offensive Player of the Year, we have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, and Bijan Robinson as our top candidates here. All very, very good candidates, obviously, right? Jamar Chase was a Triple Crown guy last year. Saquon Barkley had one of the best seasons of all time, or the best running back seasons of all time last year. And all those other 3 guys are very, very, very good as well, right? If I had to make a prediction, I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's going to be amazing. I think he'll potentially be the best running back in the league this year. Saquon Barkley obviously was the best last year, but I don't think he's going to repeat. So even if he still does play better than Jahmyr Gibbs, I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have a better shot to win the award because it's going to be very hard to repeat as the Offensive Player of the Year. And then we get to our MVP, which obviously is the one everybody's talking about here. My best options here, I got Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and C.J. Stroud. A lot of very, very good quarterbacks here. You can see that all 5 of these guys are in the AFC. That's very interesting to note. Obviously, Josh Allen won it last year. Lamar Jackson had a very, very good case. Joe Burrow was amazing. His team just kind of sucked. And then C.J. Stroud, I think he's going to improve drastically this year from where he was a season ago. And then, of course, you have Patrick Mahomes, who it's going to be in this conversation always, even though he's not necessarily had the best statistical numbers the last few seasons. My pick is going to be Lamar Jackson to win this award. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check back potentially next week. I'm not exactly sure what video this is as far as my schedule. But either way, I'll have a power ranking video out next week. I have a lot of other videos that came out in the previous days before this. So make sure you go out and watch those as well.